Hello, this is Dylan. I'll be doing my week 12 or chapter 12 hot topic video submission. I'm doing an article where a firefighter was caught stealing some drugs out of the ambulance, some narcotics. So what happened is some other paramedics, I guess during their check, their squad checks, were noticing some of the caps on their vials were loose. So they didn't think much of it. They kind of noted it. They thought it was a manufacturer default of the vial itself. Time goes on, they started noticing that the vials themselves were actually slightly empty, and with the ones that with the caps off. So, and after an investigation, that was my lieutenant, found out that he was indeed stealing fentanyl from the vials. They're unsure on how much or how long he's been doing this, but it was the drugs or all the vials were sent out to the manufacturer to be inspected. They said yes, someone has tampered with them, and some of them were even been slightly filled back up with saline, so it looks like it would be a full dose. So I kind of picked this one just because we have kind of recently changed some of the way we manage our drug storage. We added a safe onto our ambulance, but I'll get to that. So the way we manage our drugs here, I'm not a EMT, or I'm not a paramedic, I'm just an EMT, so I don't handle any of the drugs, any of the narcotics, I mean. So we used to just have our narcs box. It was kind of like a hard plastic case, and then that was had a lock on it, and it also had a one of those quick break tabs on it that would have a number on it, and then that was inside of another case that had a padlock on it, with a combination lock. Each day, the oncoming paramedic, he goes through, checks the seals to see if they're matching the previous day and all the days before, and the seal numbers, and also looks to see if anything's been tampered with. So as well, that's how we used to do it. Now our narcotics box is kept in a safe inside the ambulance. The safe is only people can get in it are paramedics. They use a passcode or a thumbprint. It's actually just a thumbprint. I don't even know if most of them even know their PIN code. So that will link whoever opened that safe, directly up with the narcotic, or whoever went to get narcotics. That will automatically show who opened the safe. It even gives a text alert to our EMS supervisor every time our narcotics has been opened. And then I actually got one of the safes here. I'll show you. As a storage safe. Oh, wrong one. Our storage safe looks like this. This is where we keep our spares. And as you can see, this one does not have a thumb ID, but it has a enter ID number. And this is the same thing. Every time this one gets opened to be replaced with other drugs, it sends a message, a text message, and email to our EMS supervisor. None of our EMTs or officers know the passwords. Only the paramedics do. So kind of just a good way to keep in check who the heck is actually using it. Also, with our seal numbers, we can go back and see exactly who or what was given. So if the seal numbers don't match up to whatever the previous day runs were on run reports, then we know obviously that something has been astray. Or even now there was a change with our waste. So before the hospital, if we had to waste any type of narcotic, the hospital nursing staff would sign off on it. Now, St. Elizabeth will not sign off on that. They stated since they weren't in the back of the ambulance, they didn't see the medic waste it or how much they gave, they weren't going to sign off on it. So now us as our medic's partners, the EMTs, will sign off as a witness of waste. So I think we have a pretty good system in place. I can't even get to narcotics if I wanted. And then with all the amount of seal numbers, and then it automatically links, every time you open that safe up to who it is. I really don't see anyone being able to get away with stealing drugs here. I'm sure if they really, really tried, they could. But with our seal numbers on each box, really will help with that issue. So let me know how your guys' department handles it. I'd be interested to know. Thanks.